You know, I'm having a pretty good day right now, so I figured, hey, while I'm having a good day, why not knock these out of the way? So Talk to Me is a new psychological horror film directed by the guys that, well, made this. And it's pretty funny because when YouTubers usually graduate to making movies, usually they don't make movies this good. But this movie essentially follows these four friends that attend this party where there's this porcelain hand. And when you grab onto this porcelain hand, it allows you to communicate with the dead. And out of all the horror movies we've seen in our lifetimes, when does shit like this ever go right? And of course, something does go awry and bad shit starts happening. Talk to Me has probably got to be one of the best horror films of the year, if not the best horror film of the year, because this movie had no right to actually be this engaging or this good. It does something that other horror movies really forget to do these days, and that's really flesh out the characters. That way, when shit starts happening to these characters, you give a damn. And really, everybody in this movie does a really good job. And obviously, the biggest standout in this cast is Sophie Wilde as Mia. And Mia really has it pretty bad in this movie. Her mom just died. She doesn't really have the best relationship with her dad. Sophie Wilde's ability to just go from completely normal to absolutely batshit insane is pretty impressive. Scenes in this movie where they're doing the possession thing and shit and her eyes turn black and she starts talking in tongues and saying shit that, you know, she probably would never say. It's some pretty creepy shit. Alexandra Jensen and Joe Bird actually do pretty good jobs as well. These three have a good camaraderie going on, and you buy the fact that they are friends that do care for each other. I think what really impresses me the most about Talk to Me is we really don't have all the details yet. There are a lot of things in this movie that are kind of left open to interpretation by the end. I like the fact that we really don't know what is up with this porcelain hand. There's speculation in the movie about its origin and where it came from, but other than that, we don't know anything about it or how it really operates. Only thing we really know about it is that if you hold on to it for too long, you're ass is in trouble. That's really all we know. When you look at the hand and you look at how they use it, it could almost be a substitute for drugs or alcohol. There's some kind of euphoria that they get from using this thing. Almost like when you shoot up heroin or you down too many drinks. You know, the parallels between drug addiction and alcoholism are there. As a person, I've known people in my life that have taken drugs in order to escape a family tragedy. I've known people in my life that drink to cope with their everyday lives. It's just a really good allegory for how destructive those habits can be, because you do it once, 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to do it again. And then after that, you're going to want to do it again and again and again and again and again until eventually everything around you just kind of implodes into chaos. There's also some really fucked up stuff that happens in this movie. Like, if the first 5 minutes don't grab you from the get-go, you're probably not going to enjoy the movie. The chaotic stuff will just come out of nowhere. Like, you know, there will be a period of time in the movie where everything seems fine, and then, oh crap, that kid over there, he's busting his head open on the table. Oh god, he's really bleeding. Oh god, he's missing teeth. Oh! Yeah, good thing this is rated R, because this is this is one that is definitely not for your kids. I also think from a psychological standpoint, this movie actually has some pretty decent scares. Normally when you're doing a movie like this, there would be jump scares all over the fucking place. I think there's only really one that I can recall. Other than that, all the other scares in the movie are completely done with the atmosphere and the tension. And it even gets to a point where you're starting to really question reality and you're questioning what you're seeing. Like, is that real? Is that real? Oh, that's not real. So what about that? Oh, that's not real either. And really, that's all I got when it comes to Talk to Me. I thought the tension and the atmosphere was great. I thought everybody in this movie actually gave a pretty solid performance. I also just really appreciated the allegories in this movie, because as someone who has seen what drug addiction can do to somebody, and as someone who has seen what alcoholism can do to somebody, this movie was really eye-opening in a lot of ways. I think normal audiences are really going to get a kick out of this, and I think big movie buffs like me are really going to get a kick out of this. I'll say Talk to Me is definitely worthy of being in my collection. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new. And thank you guys so much for joining me on my review for Talk to Me. Once again, doing the unscripted thing, so if at any point during this video it sounded a little off, I do apologize. Basically, from now on, what I'm doing with these reviews is I'm just saying what comes to mind. I'm just getting my thoughts on the movie out, as opposed to doing, you know, a script where everything is just kind of planned out. I don't know. I kind of like doing it this way a lot better. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, I'm the Unbiased Movie Nerd, saying peace, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace out, everybody.